So, that just happened. Yeah, this thing was awkward already going into it. I thought for the most part, early on, the show was pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. They really didn't minimize the location down. They only mentioned it a couple times. There was no propaganda videos, nothing of that nature. Renee Young was allowed to actually broadcast on this. That was a good thing. The matches were solid. Again, not great, but pretty good. And, yeah. Ugh. Okay, so we're going to go through the quarterfinals and semifinals of the World Cup, and then we're going to tackle the rest of the matches. And then we'll talk about the Universal Championship match, and then we'll talk about the finals of the World Cup, and then we'll cover the main event. Okay, so our first World Cup quarterfinal, well, actually, no, we had a kickoff show match, silly me. We had a kickoff show match, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev for the U.S. Championship. The only thing worthy of note here was that Shinsuke fought out of an accolade by basically using his head for a low blow on Rusev, and then he hit the Kinshasa for the 3 count. Okay, so now moving on to the quarterfinals of the World Cup. First one was Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton. Mysterio got a quick, basically sunset flip bomb or whatever they call it for the roll-up. Afterwards, Orton attacked Rey, beat him up on the outside, damaged Rey's ribs. After that, we had The Miz versus Jeff Hardy. Miz countered a Twist of Fate into the skull-crushing finale for a 3 count on that one. After that, we had Seth Rollins versus Bobby Lashley. Rollins damaged his neck on a suicide dive, but then he managed to counter a spear into a curb stomp for a 3 count. After that, we had Kurt Angle versus Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler fought out of an ankle lock and hit the zigzag for the 3 count. Moving on to the semifinals, you had Rey Mysterio versus The Miz. Rey went for a frog splash, Miz got his knees up, and then rolled Rey up for the 3 count. And then another shocker, Drew McIntyre interfered on behalf of Dolph Ziggler, allowing Ziggler to hit the zigzag on Seth Rollins for the 3 count. And that set up the final of Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz, which did kind of intrigue me. I thought, okay, well, Miz is probably going to win this because, that way they could maybe build him versus AJ Styles, because they're supposed to be high on him for another WWE title run here. But that's, well, we'll get to that. Moving on to the other 2 matches. The SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, The Bar versus The New Day. Big Show interfered on behalf of The Bar, allowing Sheamus to hit a brogue kick on Kofi for the 3 count and the victory. We then had the WWE Championship match, AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. Styles hit a phenomenal forearm for the 3 count. A pretty good physical match overall in that last one. Again, not a spectacular Samoa Joe AJ Styles match, really solid. I'd probably put it a little bit above the match in Australia. And now we get to the Universal Championship match, or the match for the vacant Universal Championship. Basically, right off the bat, Baron Corbin came out with the belt. Cheap shot at Braun Strowman during the introductions. Brock Lesnar proceeded to hit 5 F5s and get the 3 count for the victory. And this is the most bullshit fucking thing I have ever heard in my life. And I'm sorry, I know I don't normally swear, but god damn it, I'm sick of fucking Brock Lesnar. I am so fucking sick of him right now. And you put it on him again, and I don't get why. Put the belt on Strowman. People want the belt on Strowman. They don't want it on Lesnar. Oh, but Lesnar can take it to the USA. No one gives a fuck. I don't fucking care. And let's continue the goddamn train wreck. Here's the finals of the World Cup. Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. They start brawling early on. Miz hurts himself, tweaks his knee. Shane McMahon starts flipping out because we can't have Miz lose the match like that. So he inserts himself into the championship match. Some shenanigans happen. Shane hits the Van Terminator for the 3 count and the victory. Shane McMahon is the best wrestler in the world. God fucking damn it, stop it. You made this whole goddamn thing a huge mockery now. I mean, it was borderline stupid the fact you had a World Cup that had all Americans in it. Yeah, even Rey Mysterio. He was born in San Diego. But god damn it, he wasn't even in the goddamn tournament. Ugh. Oh, last but not least, DX Brothers of Destruction. I don't care. DX wins. They had a double tombstone going. Shawn Michaels broke it up. They both hit their finishers on Kane for the 3 count. Whatever. So yeah, I'm pissed. Like, my expectations were already low. They were getting, I admit, again, early on it was pretty good. Early on it was fine. I was content. I thought, okay, this is going to be great. Maybe I can at least bump this up to be an average, but no. This last bit just fucking ruined it. And again, I'm sorry for swearing. I don't like being the angry swearing YouTuber. I like being a normal guy. I don't like swearing, but this just pisses me off to no extent. This gets an F. At least NXT's still good. I mean, we got War Games coming up on the 17th, and then Survivor Series after that, and then TLC about a month after that. Sunday, the random trade review on the Ray will be up. Check out my review of Nutcracker in the Four Realms. I'm at least a little bit cheerier during that, even though I didn't like the film that much. See you all next time. Hey guys, tired of me always talking about WWE and NXT? Want to see me cover something like, say, Ring of Honor, Impact, New Japan, anything else? Check out my Patreon at Sleepy Time for Cat Productions and see how you can help me expand my wrestling coverage.